This is a Fuji X-H2, and this is what I use for my professional work. Today, I'm putting it in the hands of a beginner photographer, all on auto settings, which is all they'll really know, to see what kind of photos they make. There's way more that goes into photography than what I'm going to be able to capture in this video. We're going to be focusing mostly on composition, leading lines, filling the frame, making sure there's a clear subject in the photo, and we can touch on more later on focus stacking, using software, aperture, ISO, how all that affects the photo. Today, I just want to focus on what's maybe easier to understand. Speaking of which, look who just got here. What's up, dude?
What's up, my dude?
What's going on, bro?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
You ready to go to Sedona?
I'm so ready.
Sweet. Let's go on the road.
Bye.
Stand tall, there's a higher road to take it. Let go of everything that you know and be wild in the mystery. I've been in the darkness for 40 days. I've been searching for holy flames, a sign to light up the way. So can you help me out? Can you help me out?
Thought it was gonna be cold, dude.
I thought so too, bro.
Welcome to Sedona.
Called a righteous man before. Yeah, I've been closer to Jesus before. So can you help me out? Oh, can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Can you help me out? I've been scared to look in my soul. can you help me out? Oh, yeah. Can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out?
We're at Bell Rock. I'm about to give Israel my camera. I'm entrusting you with my life.
That's a big responsibility,
Yeah,
to say the least.
we're hiking closer to Bell Rock. See what kind of photos we can get. We're gonna let Israel look for the first scene. I'm gonna hand over my camera equipment. All right, at Israel's disposal, any of my gear. I've got my XH2, my Fuji 100 to 400, and the 16 to 55 Mark II. I've also got my tripod in case he decides to use that. Make what kind of photos you want to make, and later on I'll come in and we'll see how we can make them epic.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Israel's already a great photographer.
Yes,
He's got a good eye, but still probably considers himself a beginner.
Yep.
So let's see what you can get. I've got the camera all set up. It's in auto aperture, auto ISO, auto shutter speed. It's going to choose a ISO somewhere between 125 and 3200, and everything else is just free for the camera to choose. Okay, Israel's decided on his first composition. We're going to go over to a tree over here. What are you thinking for this shot?
Yeah, I would like to see the reason why I chose this tree is because it's more isolated than the other two over there, and I would like to center the picture on the tree but use the mountain as a background. But I would like to capture more of the mountain, so I would probably have to stand back a little bit and see how it turns out.
All right, Israel's got his composition. This is what the photo looks like. I'm going to adjust now. I'm still going to use the same subject that he used, which is this tree. He wanted the mountain as the backdrop, and so I'm just going to adjust things to make some changes I think will really make the photo pop. So we're going to start by changing our perspective. He took a photo just standing up normal. If you could change your perspective, get higher or lower, it's going to make a different photo composition than other people are thinking of. What I'm trying to do now is fill the frame as much as possible with the tree, but also get a lot of this foreground in here because there's a lot of interesting colors in these bushes. It's almost like a sea foam type of color, and the red rock behind it is going to make for a really great photo. My settings: ISO 250, f2.8, 3200 shutter speed, and I'm going to do another one with my aperture at f8. See what that looks like with the foreground less blurred out. And these are what these photos look like. I think Israel got a really great photo, but we want to take it to the next level. And I think incorporating this foreground, which has a lot of great colors, with the red rock in the background and this kind of dead tree with some yellow on it is really going to make it pop, especially in post when we edit it. We found our next composition. We're going to be doing that tree right there. I actually pointed this out to Israel, suggesting this. I like the way that the tree is growing out of the rock just alone completely. So he's looking for an angle. I might not shoot the same angle as him, but we'll see what Israel gets and we'll see what I get. So it looks like Israel's learning from my last tip. Let me have that back.
Thank you. What a gentleman.
I've got the camera set up on the tripod right now, pretty low. I'm shooting at the widest that I can on this lens, 16mm, to really try and make the tree seem big and grand. I'm incorporating a lot of this foreground, and I definitely want to show the tree growing out of the ground here. I'm going to be using a little bit of a cheat here called focus stacking, something I do fairly often with my landscape photography to make sure all of it is in focus. I'm shooting at f4 right now, 1250 frames per second, ISO 200. I'm going to take the shot, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to head home. I'm going to offload these onto my computer. We'll take a look at them. I'm going to slap the same preset on them, and we'll see what those little tweaks of angle and shooting in manual mode really makes the difference look like in the photos. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know if that made sense, but I'll see you guys at home. Okay, I'm at the house. I'm about to load the images up into Helicon Focus. I'm not going to go in depth on this software today. If that's something you want to see, then I can post a video on that. But let's get these photos into Helicon. Okay, photos are loaded in. I'm going to render them. It's going to take all the photos and create a focus stack image. Then I can bring that over into Capture One, and we will edit both Israel's photos and mine. And I'll show you some differences on screen of what adjusting your perspective is gaining you while you're out making photos. Okay, on the right, we've got one of the images not focus stacked. You can see that there's parts down here at the bottom of the photo that aren't in focus, and then in this image, the whole thing is in focus. So what I'm going to do now is just save this image. We're saving it as a TIFF, so that way I have a completely uncompressed image as I'm putting it back into Capture One. And let's get Capture One loaded up. Okay, I've got the photos imported into Capture One. I've got Israel's right here on the left, mine's here on the right. What I like about Israel's photo first is that it tells more of a story about where we are, captures the sky, the rock, a lot of really great elements in the photo, but it's not super clear as to what the subject is. I think that the mountains are really drawing a lot of attention away, whereas on mine we've got the foreground blurred out, the background blurred out, and it's clear what the subject of the photo is. It's not a life-changing subject by any means, but those are really just supposed to be about things to think about while you're out doing photography. So changing the perspective, not just standing there and getting a photo straight on, but kind of changing your angle and thinking in a different way. So I've edited both of these photos the same way. I just copied the edit from one over to the other, and this is what the finished edit looks like. I do like the contrast of the red rock and the sky in Israel's photo, and then again with mine, really just kind of understanding what the subject is. Now let's move on to the second set of photos that we got. Okay, second set of photos. I had to do a slightly different edit on both of these just because I have a TIFF file on mine from the focus stack and then the raw file straight from Fuji. Israel's again on the left, mine on the right here. So what I like about Israel's image is there's more sky. His subject is standing out a lot better than the last photo. The angle kind of throws me off. It doesn't look straight. So I could do a quick rotate on this. It looks a lot better. You can see with the focus stacking that it brings all of this foreground into focus, but also keeps the tree in focus as well. Final reveal of the photos here, and here it is after editing. You know, I'd actually probably do something a little different with my photo. Let me select just mine here, and I'm going to do a crop that I kind of noticed as I was messing around with the photo. So if I just crop in here, go landscape with it, and just do that, I kind of really like that. Bring it a little higher maybe, come in like that. I think that would have been an interesting photo as well. And I'll probably save it like this, really focusing on the fact that the tree is growing out of all of these stones. So I'm going to leave my photo like that. Here's Israel's photo. Great photo. I hope you're able to gain something from watching this video. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be. I was getting really hot in Sedona and my allergies were killing me, so after the second photo we kind of just cut it short. But in a couple weeks I'm going to be heading over to Flagstaff to do some astrophotography at the Little Painted Desert, so keep an eye out for that video to drop. Until then, thanks for watching. So, we're somewhere.
Hold on, I gotta get a process of it. Hold on. Just, I shouldn't overthink it, but I should be reasonable.
Now you know what I've been struggling with this whole time.
No, Logan, it doesn't make any freaking sense.
I don't remember what's supposed to make sense or not anymore at this point.
Perfect. Let's do it.
That's it. We're done.
Dude.
That's a wrap.
Okay.